Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're looking at Lagrange. I hope I'm not butchering the pronunciation of this token, but we'll just call it LA, which is its ticker, as you can see here. So this video will mostly focus on its price section since it has been crawling its way up, as you can see here. I have covered this token in multiple videos, so if you're interested in that, you can just check them out. I did cover the token in a pretty detailed, you can say, in those videos. Now, anyways, in this video, we'll just look at some of the recent updates, and we'll also talk about its tokenomics, and we'll look at how the price is doing. So let's get started. So what has been happening with the token? So they have had fairly, I would say, a lot of updates. As you can see, they are regularly posting and they are partnering with other protocols as well. This was their recent partnership with Hito, as you can see here. After that, they basically ended up getting into Nvidia's Inception program as well. As you can see, it's not a big deal, I would say, because there are a lot of other tokens that have basically received this Inception program as well. So I wouldn't say that this is a big partnership that they are basically trying to get benefit from in terms of, I think, price action. But again, it did had a positive, I would say, impact on its price. The token did go up after that, as you can see here. So beside that, if we just try to find some other things, so they had these big updates, as you can see. So there was AI making decision on who qualifies for public benefits. They basically launched this. After that, they had this partnership which actually ended up benefiting the token, as you can see here. And after that, they had a spectacular SPC, as you can see, and this was another big thing, I would say, because they had some pretty interesting, I would say, high profile individuals as well. So that could be the thing, that could be another thing. The token is going up as well. After that, we have, as you can see here, they basically are proud to be included in the Future 50, a list of companies chosen by 200 plus top VCs for their promising potential to scale, dominate, and reshape industry. So since this is like free marketing for them, I think this is pretty big thing for Lagrange. After that, we have this, they basically said healthcare and health tech, how AI is basically helping them. So that's big, I would say. And recently they actually ended up launching their roadmap. So this is, I would say, another thing that may have pushed the token higher. So this is their big roadmap that they have planned. Now they are at here. So basically, as of now, they are at verifiable inference for LLMs. This is for their product and research, expanded proving capabilities, hardware acceleration and cloud integration, horizontal scaling with parallel proving, private inference for privacy preserving AI. After that, if you look at their ecosystem, they are working on real world deployment for mass adoption, industry leading partnerships and integrations, evolved utility for LA token. This seems to be really interesting for the LA token in general. This could be another thing that basically fueled the hype and fueled the search for this coin. And after that, we have global expansion. They basically announced that they will be going global or something like that, and experiences for LA token holder. So this is really interesting. So basically, as of now, they have like this Discord kind of utility where when a user hold like 10 or even 100k LS, they basically get these exclusive roles on Discord, and somehow they also benefit them in real life and something like that, as you can see here. And recently they also had this big giveaway around crypto token, this event. After that, they also had a custom Lagrange PlayStation 5 and other things. All the users actually needed to hold on like 10 plus LA, and they would have participated in this. So I would say this is a little bit weird because I haven't seen this, especially in the tokens. I have seen this a lot in NFTs, but not in the tokens. Anyways, moving on. So now, if we talk about the token, this is things get interesting. So if you don't know LA's tokenomics, it's pretty much a little bit, I would say, it is the shit tokenomics. I will just say that. So basically they gave like 18.5% to the investors, 25% to the contributors, so that's like 40% of supply going towards these big I would say big sellers. After that we have 11.3% going to the foundation, 10% to the airdrop, and 34.7 to the ecosystem and community. And the token doesn't have a max supply, so it has like a 4% inflation, which I would say is a lot. As you can see here, at launch it had a supply of like 1 billion. After that 4% in annual inflation on top of this 1 billion, so it is not looking that good. So basically if you look at the core contributors, at least their some of the tokens are locked at launch. Same goes to the investors, and they will get their tokens after 12 months. So things will most likely get bad for the token when it becomes like one year old. And as of now, the token did came out recently back in June, so I would say there is still a lot of time before we can see this we can see the impact of the sell pressure. So as of now, I think it should be okay to hold LA, at least from the looks of it. So now if you talk about its utility, it is used for various things. So it is used for the client fees, whoever actually want to use LA's I think LA's zero knowledge, they do need to pay fees, protocol emissions, and basically they pay out like the network stakers or something like that, and they also have staking and dedications as well. So beside that, if you talk about the token itself, this is how it looks like. So it just had a massive rejection around 43 cents. This was a pretty massive I can say this was a pretty massive resistance, and it just rejected here, and this rejection is fairly strong. As you can see here, the token just it actually ended up hitting 43 cents, and after that it went as low as like as low as 40 cents. And again, if it flips this resistance, I think there's a possibility that we actually may see a massive, I would say, if it ends up flipping this resistance, I think we could see a big move from the LA token, like as high as 51 cents or even higher than that, because it is an AI token, and as of now the market is going up and we are in the season. So there is a pretty good possibility that if it flips this resistance, we could see a massive, I would say, price jump from the LA, like as high as 51 cents or even higher than that. But my next target would be around 51 cents if it goes and if it flips this resistance. The reason but if it doesn't flip this resistance, I think we can basically go as low as like 29 cents or even lower than that. But as of now, the best entry that I'm looking at would be this one. So if we see like 37 to 36 cents, I think is probably the best entry for this token as of now. The reason behind this entry would be that they are doing a lot of posting on the Twitter that could, I think, easily bring a lot of hype around the LA token, and especially when we are in the alt season, because Ethereum is going up. I would say most of the alt will most likely start to go up, and I think LA could be one of them since it already has a lot of announcements. So I think if we see a little bit more, I would say, volume into the token, and especially if it flips this resistance, I think we'll most likely go as high as 51 cents or even higher than that. And if the hype continues, who knows, I think we can actually hit a new all-time high for the token as well, since it is relatively low market cap, and it should be a good coin, at least fairly good coin to hold for like 1 year. After that things can go wrong, but the team has been doing a lot of behind the work scenes to basically push the token higher. So probably I think if it flips this resistance, I would be looking at this level. If it doesn't, I think again like 37 to 36 cents is a pretty good entry, and if it does go below like 33 cents, things will most likely be bad for the token. But I think as of now, like this 37 to 36 or even like 33 is a pretty good 34 is a pretty good price for the token to get into. And if it hold these, I would say if it holds these supports, I think it can go as high as like 51 cent or even higher than that. But of course, the first target would be to flip 43 cent. Anyways, this was it. I just want to cover this coin. So anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you think about the LA. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.